I can train people to be amazing. So what I'm really looking for is really smart, good problem solver, and now more than ever, I would say AI native.
A founder who recently told me on the Escape 9 to 5 podcast what he's looking for when hiring people. And what really stopped me is not only about the fact that he mentioned this term AI native, but how he's talking about it. He's not talking about someone who understands all the tools, who knows how to do software engineering. He was talking about junior people. He was talking about how as long as someone who's willing to learn and utilize the tools to improve the workflow, he's willing to hire those people and train them. And this is someone who sold his company when he's 31 years old. So when he mentioned the criteria of hiring someone, it got me thinking maybe AI native stop being a hype, but start becoming career capital, the capital that we all need in this new age of AI. I don't remember when exactly I heard about this term AI native, but the question that keeps coming back to me is, instead of being afraid of the AI is gonna take away our jobs, what can we do to help us to have a head start compared to all the other people who are not using AI? Recently, I listened to this podcast by Wall Street Journal. It says that the first class of AI, which means their entire college from 2022 to 2026, have been together with the growth of AI and the use of the tool of AI has graduated. It really has changed the landscape of how work is being done and going forward in the future. I don't want this video to sound like a I know everything kind of video. I don't. But I just want to share my experience so it doesn't feel like that daunting for you to actually try this tool. To start off, of course, let's go back to the clip. Micaiah Rawson talked about what kind of person that he wanted to hire.
And now, more than ever, I would say AI native. AI native is just like the term that I'm giving my recruiting from. Even if they're not doing AI work, they need to understand how to speed up their outputs by plugging in the right AI workflows.
Yeah.
I never want creative work done with AI. I think it's not good. But if there is mundane tasks, data collection, things that you can use AI for, like if you're not using it, then I just don't want to hire you. As long as you are playing with the tools, you tried some things, I can then teach you how to like get great at it. Yeah. But if you're not playing around with it, then it's like to go from the 0 to 1 on like the AI phase is hard for someone.
We recorded this video at the beginning of March, so it's really fresh, it's really new. If he's still hiring, please go ahead and try your luck. He didn't say, I need someone who knows how to do AI engineering. He also didn't say, I need someone who can build a frontier model. What he said is someone can speed up their workflow by plugging the right AI workflow. And that to me is AI fluency. Once he put this concept into my mind, I couldn't stop noticing it. Overheard people saying randomly, casually, everywhere, almost in coffee shops and on the streets. And you can see people now, they refer to, oh, I talked to my ChatGPT about this. Or somebody said, I like Claude better. As if all of these AI models has entered into our day-to-day life, just as we used to compare different models of iPhone or Samsung and my friends who 2 years ago would reject the idea of using any AI, now being trained at work to learn how to use Copilot better, to even install Claude Pro for business. And this is the reason why I think that now it seems like the tide has changed. This is no longer some early adopted thing. It has become the entire trend of adopting a new workflow for our day-to-day life. And it's becoming a workplace language. It's as if I remember 10 years ago, I was the most junior person on the team, and I become the Bloomberg help desk. People, by looking at me, they just assume because she's young, she'll understand all of these terminals. And maybe now it's another wave of young people need to adopt the new technology. I still remember like a year ago, a lot of the questions are leaning towards, is AI going to take away all of our jobs? Well, the question didn't go away, but there's another narrative. People are willing to hire people who understand and learn how to use AI earlier than other people. Now, the early adopters who are willing to try how AI can make their life better, all of a sudden has an advantage. The advantage of knowing a tool that will become a norm. I also think now the divide no longer between software engineer and day-to-day people. I think that the other divide is also between the people who are willing to try and the people who are waiting for permission. So what does career capital mean now? Career capital, in my definition, I think is the accumulative experience, network, the way of thinking, way of doing business, work ethics that put you at the spot of where you are and can help you launch into better, brighter, bigger careers. Of course, there's all sorts of different definitions out there. Basically, it's something that makes you more valuable over time. And AI fluency matters in this day and age because it actually helps you get there faster, to become more valuable faster. And the compound interest of, I would say, adopting a new tool lies in the norm that you adopt without knowing that you actually know better of how to use these tools. The AI fluency is not just about how to prompt, it's how you're going to use AI to help you in your career. All sorts of different ways that you can use AI in this day and age. You can use AI to help you prepare an interview, which is very, very common and normal. With the development of all of these frontier models, it's just getting better and better. Not only can help you prepare an interview, but it can also do a thorough research about the person that you're going to, let's say, have a coffee chat with or have a meeting with, how you can open a conversation, how you can prepare yourself better, how you can prepare all the topics better. Of course, there's no way a prep can prepare you on the spot. So the best way is actually just to practice, to keep practicing and to live your life like go out there, make mistake, come back and talk to your AI, maybe career coach chat to say, hey, by the way, I tried your approach, it didn't work, and see where you can get it better next time. AI can help us communicate better. You can use AI to draft, to edit, to do all sorts of things, to post on LinkedIn. Of course, don't make it sound too much like AI, and also always have your own original taste and soul in all of your communication, because otherwise it would just sound all the same and you don't want to sound all the same. This is like a godsend for me, especially English as a second language kind of person, grew up in a different environment and a different culture norm. This is the best way to get to the point faster. Like when I first started my career, I didn't know what's the best norm in a workplace. How can I actually speak up for myself? How can I ask for a raise? How can I negotiate with my boss to say, hey, by the way, I actually have done these A, B, C, and D. I think I deserve a promotion. I just don't have those lingo in my mind. I have to read a lot of books. I think with AI, you still would want to read more books. However, AI can put you in a mode that can open your mind fastest without you having to like go through all those painful experiences. I would say it wouldn't get you on there on day one. You unavoidably still face a lot of setbacks, but it can shorten the gap between A and B. You can also use it to build better. For example, a lot of the junior work, especially when I was back in banking, is just to summarize some of the context and research and present it to their seniors. They can actually make better decisions. But how can you use AI to do it? And more with all of these tools, the older generation will look to the younger generation to help them understand how to use the AI workflow better. For example, recently I heard someone told me a story that he's interviewing for a job and he didn't get it afterwards because the other person just used Claude Code or whatever to build an artifacts to show that idea, whereas I think he presented some like PowerPoints, but it actually shows the fact that more and more people are looking for the individuals who are willing to try new tools and actually solve problems and present in an easier and better way. So use AI in your career actually can help you get better information if you use it well. A better and more productive workflow can help you understand the conversations happening in the office. Like, of course, keep confidential information confidential, right? But what kind of scenario you can use AI to help you? Let's take an example of someone who started a career at the beginning, very early on. Why does this interview happen in this way? Why does the other person get hired? How can you talk to your boss better next time? Like, just so that you can, one, build a good relationship, and second, show that you're actually doing the work, and third, get a promotion at the time you need it. Or if you're building from scratch. And those are the things I think you should never overlook the power of the secret weapon. So if you ask me, I think AI fluency doesn't mean I know how to prompt Or even I know all the frontier models, but AI fluency actually means I know how to use AI to make my workflow better. I think AI fluency matters to those people who are never the first in the room. It matters most for the young people without a network. It matters most for the people who build their life in a country that they're not from. They're completely operating in a different environment, a different culture, a different language. And it matters most for people who are, for example, usually traditionally not in an advantageous position at work, for example, women, because the rules are not written for them. Introverts who are usually very shy of voice out their opinions, or solo founders who are building without a team. And all of those, if we get to a point of AI fluence, you use AI the best way and become AI native, it actually can help you the most. What kind of stuff that you need? If you ever feel like you start one step behind, like I used to, this is the first tool I think actually help, because all the language, all the information ever available is online. You get to understand how those successful people, why did they get to the place they are? How do they communicate? What kind of stories that actually help them? What kind of connections that help them? Of course, nothing can replace in-person communication and real-life experience, but having something on the side, in your pocket, this is like a superpower you should never overlook.